Brothers and sisters, I don't know what this world is coming to.
Indeed, it's your man B coming at you live. It's the End of the Bench podcast. You know how we do this every 168 hours. It's Saturday, 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. It's time to get it in. I got a whole lot on my plate, man. It's only been 2 days since the last show. Shout out to the last, one of the greatest guests I ever had. His name is James Lifestyle Tony the Dark Emperor, former cruiserweight, middleweight, heavy middleweight, super middleweight, light heavyweight, and heavyweight champion of the world. Big ups to him for being on the show. Much love, much love. But back to what I was saying. It's going down, man. Your boy got a whole platform. You know how it goes. It's Saturday. We got to play for. We got a potential special guest. You know how I do it, man. I ain't gonna expose everything all at once, but I got a potential special guest. Want you guys to hit the chat room, make it live in here, make it live in here, man. And you know what? I might even open up the phone lines so we can get it in. So we're going to have a good time, man. It goes down like this. We're going to talk about a little sports. We're going to talk a little football, NCAA football. I'm going to do, you already know how I do with the guests. This is the premiere of a particular Supreme Court that I have cooked up in my head. I want to hear yours. We're going to go back and forth with the Supreme Court. And anybody that don't know what the Supreme Court, you already know I'm going to have to hook it up. You know the Supreme Court is the top 9 people in any sports genre, any league, or any situation that you could come up with. It's the damn near the 9 at 9. These are the top 9. You know the Supreme Court is the final judge, jury, executioner, whatever you want to call it in America. When you dealing with the Supreme Court, either you're in a world of trouble or you're trying to get something, you're trying to define something. So with my Supreme Court, we're going to define the top 9 college football players in NCAA history, according to your boy. You can chime in and you can tell me who yours are, but I'm going to tell you who mine is. I will welcome anybody who want to join that conversation. We got the NFL. Today is the unofficial, official jump off of college football. You got college football starting. I'm going to hit you in the head with everybody who I think needs to be, everybody you need to watch. The Heisman hopefuls. I'm going to hit you with a little bit of everything, man. So again, it's your boy B coming at you live and direct. It's the End of the Bench podcast. Let's get this thing popping, man. First and foremost, man, as I say every week, man, I'm keeping it real with you. 100, 1,000, 10,000. First and foremost, we want to say shout outs to the New Orleans Saints. New Orleans Saints, they have unofficially set their future. I believe they set their future. They set the page for the future. We understand that Drew Brees is 41 years old and he's not going to play forever. But anytime you spend a quality draft pick to pick up one Teddy Bridgewater, it leads me to believe the New Orleans Saints are trying to make some power moves, like Cardi B. They're making power moves. They are seriously making power moves, in my opinion, because when you spend a draft pick on one Teddy Bridgewater who hasn't played an active game in almost 2 years due to a non-contact injury in practice, that lets me know that that makes me feel. There ain't no such thing as letting you know. It makes me feel like Teddy Bridgewater is the future. Remember, contrary to popular belief, Teddy Bridgewater is one of the most accurate quarterbacks in the NFL over the last 10, 15, 20 years. This dude is accurate as hell. He is a leader. No matter what it is, he walk in the locker room and everybody on his team, everybody saying, man, mess with Teddy, mess with Teddy, mess with Teddy. Holler at your boy Teddy, holler at your boy Teddy. Teddy is the man. So when you're dealing with somebody who's accurate, who is a natural leader, and you have a 40-something quarterback, it forced me to believe that folks are going to put themselves in a situation to whereas they are playing for their future. Teddy is not going to demand a whole lot of money. Teddy has command. It's going to take him about a month. He has command of the offense. And ask the Philadelphia Eagles how important the quality backup quarterback is. When you got a quality backup quarterback, you have the potential to be effective for a very long time or continue your season. Look at the Philadelphia Eagles. No, I don't care who you are. You can tell a lot to yourself. It's your boy, though. The Philadelphia Eagles did not think Nick Foles could take them as far as he did. But as I'm going to get into a little later, quality coaching is the difference in Nick Foles doing his thing and the rest of the league. Yes, sir, it is an open chat. Yes, sir. What's up? Joe from Houston, man. You need to change your name on here to Joe from Houston. What's good? You got the homie Joe from Houston in the open chat. It's always an open chat, Joe. You ain't got the chat. It's your boy. But like I was saying, Joe, when you are dealing with a situation to whereas you know your backup quarterback's shortcomings and his strong suits, that's how the Philadelphia Eagles won the Super Bowl, because they planned for that. They put themselves in a situation to whereas his shortcomings will not be highlighted, and everything he does well will get kicked off. I believe that's why they got Teddy B down there. A 41-year-old quarterback, I don't give a damn who you are. Football is a young man's game. I repeat, football is for the young. It's not for the old. Tom Brady, you can tell the world, I'm going to play till I'm 40, all you like. Tom Brady, you and everyone in the history of this game understand that you are only one hit. When you're 22, you one hit away from it. You a sack away from never playing football again when you're in your 40s. I ain't wishing no ill will on Tom Brady. One of the greatest quarterbacks we've ever seen in the National Football League. But at the end of the day, sports is for young people. And you keep playing around, and you mess around and get sacked. Look, Aaron Rodgers got a routine sack last year. My man did throw a little extra oomph in it, but it broke his collarbone. And no amount of plyometrics and all that nonsense is going to save you, bro. It's not going down like that. But you got to commend the New Orleans Saints for taking the bull by the horns and potentially getting their next Drew Brees. The reason I'm calling him a next Drew Brees is because in college, Teddy Bridgewater was killing. He was killing the game. He moved to San Diego. He was looking like, because he had Marty Schottenheimer. But Sean Payton is one of the best offensive minds in all of football. So this puts you in a situation to whereas you're going to believe that this dude has an opportunity to be coached into the right direction and put into a situation where they can continue to learn. Camara, and you got my man from Alabama down there. You know Sean Payton gonna put a couple of solid wide receivers around them, and his system allows the Saints to do the damn thing. So you got to give a big up and a round of applause and a cheer for Sean Payton. I ain't gonna do the whole thing. It's a little bit. You ain't really done nothing in a minute, Sean. You ain't done nothing, bro. But just keep that in mind, man. So you got to give a big ups to the Saints for being proactive instead of reactive. Now, we're going to go over, like I said, it's going to be an NFL preview show. And instead of Rookie of the Year, we're going to go, Defensive Rookie of the Year. First and foremost, Defensive Rookie of the Year. Defensive Rookie of the Year. I'm going with the homie Bradley Chubb. The reason I'm picking Bradley Chubb is because Bradley Chubb is entering a defense that's in attack mode. Bradley Chubb is an attack defender. He's a defensive lineman. He's extremely disruptive. He was the man. Personally, I believe Bradley Chubb should have been the first player picked in this year's draft, but he's not, so we're not going to worry about it. Now, Bradley Chubb is on an attack defense. He has a lot of quality personnel around him, but first and foremost and most important when you talk about Bradley Chubb, he's on the other side of Von Miller. When you have to worry about Von Miller heating your quarterback up, and then you got another warrior on the same defensive line, just like everybody thought DeMarcus Webb was finished. Remember that, y'all? Y'all thought DeMarcus Webb was finished. And what happened? Next thing you know, you thought DeMarcus Webb was finished, and he's teamed up with my man Von Miller. They started wearing that Irish Spring, and next thing you know, it was over. Super Bowl champs. They disrupted Killer Cam, and he couldn't operate like Killer Cam. He was watching. He was peeking over his shoulder every other 5 seconds. And now, guess what? It is a legitimate rap. That's all I'm saying, man. Bradley Chubb. Now another dude you can keep an eye on with. Your dark horse is Derwin James. Derwin James, the safety of the Chargers. It's hard to win Defensive Player of the Year, Defensive Rookie of the Year at the safety position because you're really just a patroller. You a threat. You're not banging at every position. You're not knocking people on their behind. You're not sacking the quarterback. But we in this high flying NFL. Everybody's throwing a lot. You got quarterbacks that, the quarterback of your own division, Derek Carr, he gonna be throwing it a lot because he got John Gruden. So he gonna have opportunities. Then you got the Denver Broncos quarterback, Case Keenum. Dude is average. On his best day, he's average. Last year was an outlier for Case Keenum. Don't believe, oh man, Case Keenum got his act together. No, he didn't. The man is still a BAU bomber. So that's another situation. You got a rookie quarterback in Kansas City, and so this dude may have an opportunity to sneak in regards to the defensive rookie it is. So keep that in mind. Now, offensive player of the year, it's gonna end up being the homie, the starting quarterback for the New York Jets. The reason I'm picking the starting quarterback for the New York Jets is this. First of all, he's going to be running in a very reduced offense. They're going to run the hell out the ball. They're going to play defense, and they're going to ask him not to lose. The New York Jets are going to be a little better than we thought they were, because look at it this way. The New York Jets had a dude at quarterback. What's good? All Gruden going to do is run his... Yeah, exactly, Joe. Exactly. That spider white banana. Hey, I used to be, as a football team, the Raiders is my favorite football team. Everybody know how I feel about the NFL, but we're not going to get into that until after I get through with this. But yeah. Dude, and another thing is this, Joe. David Carr flinches. You know me. I'm down with the Raider Nation. I'm a Raiders fan, so to speak. So, when you have a quarterback that flinches. Now, one thing about John Gruden, Rich Gannon was Case Keenum. Let that sink in. You live in Houston, Joe. You remember what Case Keenum looked like 3 years ago, right? Exactly. He was not a very good quarterback. I call him bum. That's a bit of a stretch because look, it's 7 billion people in the world. It's 1,800 people in the NFL. If you one of them, you can't be a bum. He's compared to his contemporaries, he's not up to par. I'm gonna say that because I don't want to disrespect anybody. But at the end of the day, John Gruden does know how to hide a average or below average quarterback. And when you know how to hide a quarterback, you could potentially put him in a situation. But I'm still saying you got Joey Bosa. The San Diego Chargers at some point, Joe said he trash. At some point, the San Diego Chargers are going to snap up out that Groundhog Day situation. Y'all know how I feel about the Chargers. I'm actually not a Charger hater. I actually like the Chargers. But at the same time, the Chargers seem to be in a perpetual situation where every week they 4 points down with 80 yards to go. You can't get a field goal to win. You need a touchdown, and they lose like that every week. So that's why I call them the Groundhog Day Chargers. At some point, they're gonna snap out of that. Phillip Rivers, solid quarterback. They got a great running back. Joey Bosa breathed it down the necks of these damn wide receivers and everything. So these quarterbacks. So the Chargers actually have a solid situation. So that's why I say that safety, along with that defense that they have, it's going to be an interesting situation there in San Diego. So that's why my man is my dark horse in regards to the defensive rookie of the year. But back to my man in New York. The quarterback in New York, they're going to simplify the game plan. Again, I'll get into detail with that later on in the show when we're talking about coaching and ability to coach. There's a lot of people out there who are coaching. Injuries do traditionally kill the Chargers, Joe. Injuries definitely usually kill the Chargers on a regular basis. But we are going to get into a little bit about how there isn't a lot of coaching in professional sports anymore. Coaching in professional sports is falling by the wayside. We going with techniques because coaching, in my opinion, is not standing on the sideline calling plays. Coaching is putting everybody in the best position to succeed. And if you're unable to do that, then why the hell are you a coach? That's my word. But back to this. That's why I believe my man is going to be. Oh yeah, that's why I believe my man in New York is going to be the offensive rookie of the year. Because look, we didn't think the Jets had anything. We thought the Jets were going to mirror